Así, bueno, mi gente, bienvenidos a JOUKER PR GAMING. Estamos de vuelta al live por aquí por YouTube. Hoy quise hacer un live de el Scroll Online, ¿verdad? En estos días tenía ganas de jugarlo. He estado subiendo ya videos de Dragon Dogma 2, así que ya en el canal están subiendo. Se supone que a mediodía hubiesen subido dos, pero esta mañana y parece que en la noche estuvo dando problemas el internet. En estos días he estado bregando aquí los de energía eléctrica. Y pues el internet estuvo como que cayéndose. Al momento está de lo más bien, pero esta mañana subiéndolo pues se tardaron mucho. Así que los dejé para mañana. Mañana estarán subiendo esos videos. Que si hubiesen subido temprano, hubiese hecho un live de Dragon Dogma, pero no he hecho pruebas con el juego. El juego está pues todavía dándome problemas con el performance. Hasta que ellos no arreglen bien, ¿verdad? Esos problemas. Sí le tiraron unos updates, pero quiero pasarlo con calma. No quiero que la experiencia se me esté arruinando por el gameplay, más que estoy haciendo, ¿verdad? El recording, eso me jala mucho, ¿verdad? Al performance del juego. No quería usar el método de grabar con Nvidia. Que podría hacerlo porque realmente tengo que cuadrar bien la cámara y sé que puedo hacerlo todo como yo lo hago. Pero evitarme el editar los videos, eso es lo que quiero, pues, como les dije, evitarlo. Y nada, los estoy haciendo como siempre lo hago. Así me evito estar editando, poniendo la intro y demás. Así que los dejé para mañana y hoy le quise dedicar tiempo pues a el scroll. Así que creo que me van a ver haciendo contenido constante de el scroll. Le había mencionado que quería hacerlo cada sábado. Como que pues dejarle un día en específico de mira, tal día voy a estar jugándolo, pero creo que si hay días que puedo hacer en las tardes, a menos que empiece ya a dedicarle tiempo a Dragon Dogma pues live todos los días que pueda, ¿verdad? Pues lo estaré haciendo, pero hasta el momento pues tengo que hacer varias pruebas. Pero como les dije, si puedo hacerlo cada sábado del scroll lo voy a estar haciendo, pero los días que tenga ganas y tenga el tiempo en la tarde de hacerlo, lo estaré haciendo. Así que estoy todavía jugando el DLC de Orsinium, si es que se pronuncia. Todavía estoy en esa área, estaremos dedicándole tiempo a ese lugar, así que vamos rapidito. Ok. Porque pensaba traerle este contenido de el Scroll Online ya cuando se acercara la próxima expansión. De hecho ya salió uno de los DLC que no lo he comprado porque tenía esos DLC, los primeros DLC que no los he tocado y quise empezar con con Orsinium creo que se pronuncia. Yo soy malo en estos juegos, no soy de jugar mucho de MMO, ¿verdad? Pero con el de Scroll pues le he metido, es el más que le he metido horas, que se lo he mencionado anteriormente. Y nada, vamos a coger el reward. Ok. Y pues pensaba esperar hasta la expansión, pero realmente en estos días quería jugarlo. Y dije, vamos a jugarlo, vamos a meterle. Así que verificar algo aquí. Okay.
Supplies are now reaching the city on a regular basis. Maybe now our basic city functions will get repaired.
Vaya. De hecho, bajé, es la segunda vez que bajo Star Wars Old Republic, el MMO. La primera vez lo bajé el año pasado, recuerdo como en lo que me decía la fecha cuando lo descargué hace poco. Fue como en enero. No lo jugué. Creo que fue que me metí de nuevo en el scroll. No lo jugué, no hice nada. Después lo borré. Y hace poco pues, me puse a ver nuevamente videos. Y es otro de esos MMO que quisiera como que jugar. Y me gustaría traerlo para el canal y como que siempre he querido y no sé por qué nunca encuentro ese juego de traerle como que ese contenido constante. Y hasta el momento yo creo que sería con este Elder Scrolls porque realmente me gusta, le he metido más horas. Y es un contenido que siempre quisiera tener constante en el canal porque tú sabes que yo siempre cambio de contenido. Siempre traigo variedad. Pero si lo hago con el Scroll, pues sería live. Intentaría hacer videos que lo quisiera. Una de las cosas que quisiera traer este tipo de contenido de mantenerlos al tanto con los updates y eso. Pero yo creo que sería el Scroll porque para mí realmente me juqueo mucho y le metí horas. Y me gusta. Cada vez que me juqueo con él, pues ya tú sabes. No paro. Entonces vamos a esta misión que había que hablar con el rey. Y realmente le estoy dedicando más a como que a las historias. No soy de entrar en modo PvP ni nada. Es como que más en la historia y todas estas cuestiones, las misiones.
Ah, my friend and ally has returned. Let's talk. I heard what you did at the temple. Your efforts no doubt saved countless lives. It pains me to learn that Chief Basrog was involved, though. Basrog's never agreed with my plans. He's a traditionalist, stubborn and old-fashioned to the end. His unwavering devotion to Malakath, his hatred of Trinimac, his refusal to recognize my authority. I'd say Chief Basrog is getting desperate. Basrog wants to start a war. Damn it all to oblivion, we'll have to stop him. He has the strength to overwhelm the lesser clans, and he's no suckling cub when it comes to fighting either. If he were to make a challenge for my throne, it's time to assemble the Great Moot. I want you to visit the clan chiefs that still haven't come around to our way of thinking. Talk some sense into them. You need to get to them before Basrog poisons the well and turns them against me. You made an impression already, but don't worry. I'm not expecting them to come just because you asked nicely. The chiefs are stubborn, but they each have a problem that's confounding their clan. Solve their problems, and
básicamente
they'll
ayudarlos a
attend
ellos.
the
Yo
moot.
pensé que había pasado ya esto.
Now
Como me
you
había
get
sido
it.
un logrillo, pues.
Help the
yo
chiefs,
entiendo que estos
and they'll
DLC
be
no son tan
obligated
largos.
to
Y
accept your
parece que no.
invitation. I've tried to convince the chiefs of Tumnash, Morkel, and Shatul to join my kingdom. I even married a few of their daughters. We need a better solution. Tell them that you come to help in the name of King Kurog, that I'm hosting a gathering of clans, and I want the chiefs to attend. And it needs to be the clan's chief that comes to the moot. If they try to send a subordinate, I'll be highly insulted. Do whatever it takes. The chiefs
Tengo
must
que
attend
ir
the
a cada
moot.
uno de los jefes del
I
clan
trust
y
you won't fail me.
reclutarlos, ayudarlos
When
que
this
den
is over, Wrothgar will finally be forged into a united kingdom. Meet me at my corner club after you finish. All this planning has given me a powerful thirst. More? What more is there to say? They refuse my every overture and laugh at my authority. We need to convince them of the veracity of my grand vision.
Okay, me voy
Very
que
well. What
solamente lo voy
specifically
a
do you want to
preguntar de
know?
bueno, no voy a preguntar de todo.
The stoneworkers? Tumnash operates the Greystone Quarry, the primary source of building materials for Orsinium. I'm not sure what Chief Ramash is up to, but he's fallen behind on his shipments. Maybe you can help get the quarry back on track.
A mi modo, vamos a
The
preguntarle.
Morkel clan is famous for its smiths. Some of the finest arms and armor has come out of their forges. I've been trying to get them to send experts to help us build the city, but Chief Abzug continues to hem and haw. Family troubles, he says. The stoneworkers? Tumnash operates the Greystone Quarry, one of the best clans as far as food production and livestock is concerned. Expert hunters and farmers, every one of them. Chief Ogzor promised to send herds of Icharters to help feed the city, but we haven't seen so much as a bushel of apples yet.
Okay. Ok. Tan lejito cada uno. Déjame ver cuál puedo ir primero. Está cerca. Vamos para esta primero. Entonces, como le estaba mencionando, que quiero traerle pues contenido constante de Elder Scrolls. Aunque he jugado las expansiones anteriores, me gustaría repetirlo porque realmente yo las brinqué como el papagayo, por decirlo así, ¿sabes? No le estaba prestando atención a nada. Y me gustaría jugarla nuevamente, pero como hice con este DLC, que voy poco a poco, voy haciendo misiones secundarias también de este sitio. Porque realmente como que las brinqué todas y no le hice caso a la historia. Pero esta vez creo que es para acá. En este caso pues crearía un personaje nuevo, quisiera hacerle un no y desde ahí pues aunque tenga que empezar de cero, pues ir poco a poco con cada personaje, con ese personaje y hacer todas las expansiones. Que si yo veo que en estos días pues puedo terminar este DLC temprano, me gustaría hacerlo, pero por el momento no creo que lo vaya a pasar tan rápido. A menos que me tire más live, porque eso es lo que tendré que hacer. Y me fui por el lado que no era, pero anyway. Por acá. Y esa fue una de las razones porque si le metí tanta hora el scroll, es que como que el mundo del scroll como tal online, como que me captó y eso es lo que me ha mantenido jugándolo siempre. Lo mismo, yo quería jugar Warcraft, mano, y fue uno de esos juegos que si no hubiera sido por lo de la membresía, créeme que lo estuviese jugando porque lo poquito que jugué de esa prueba, a mí me gustó. Okay, aquí tenemos que reclutarlo a él. Yo tengo que hablar con él. Y veo que hay otra misión ahí. Como les dije, no soy un experto en estos juegos de MMO, so cada vez que vuelvo a jugarlo, siempre aprendo algo nuevo. Recuerdo que cuando jugué también a José, que es el que juega conmigo siempre, lo mismo, descubrimos muchas cosas, le empezamos a meter duro a los dungeons y ahí cuando empezamos a darle duro, pues dejamos de jugarlo, nos pusimos a jugar otra cosa y ya tú sabes. Hablé con el jefe.
Another outsider here to perform tricks for the false king? Bah, go back to Kurog and leave a real clan chief in peace.
El rey Kor solicitó su presencia en la gran asamblea.
So, you're a lapdog and a messenger? I have no time for Kurog's games, outsider. As long as my quarry remains in danger, my place is here with my clan. You think you can accomplish what me and my strongest warriors have been unable to do?
Bueno, eso vamos a intentarlo.
Outsider. Restore order in the Greystone Quarry and I will go and listen to Kurog's fancy words.
Bueno, vamos a hacer primero esa tarea. Y veo que hay una misión ahí, solo la elegimos pero después la hacemos, no creo que la... Ok. Pues esta no es. Otra misión, reclutar al jefe de clan. O sea, ahí estaba más cerca ya. Pero anyway, ¿cuál es el personaje? No verifica lo del caballo, dame si aquí hay.
I have little time to waste.
Esta no es. en esta área para acá, pero no lo veo. ¿Estará con esto? Dame ver. Y yo dando
Hey,
vueltas por
have
ahí.
you seen an elf anywhere around here? Talks a lot, kind of opinionated. Looks a little like... No, of course not. That would have been too easy. This is what I get for hiring a tuskless runt. He said he could improve efficiency in Greystone Quarry. What did we get for our trouble? First the fog, then the screams, then... nothing. Not a word. And it smells like elf mischief to me. My husband, Chief Ramash, went down into the quarry to look for the elf and find out what happened to our workers. He came back covered in blood. And I can tell you, Ramash doesn't bleed easily. I'd appreciate any help you can provide. After what happened to the chief, the rest of the clan refuses to go anywhere near the quarry. If you can get in there, find out what happened, and make sure the quarry workers are safe.
Más sobre lo que ha pasado aquí.
It's all because of that damn city they're building. The king needs stone for Orsinium's walls, for its keeps, for its damn towers. I don't know where quarry overseer Yadurl found the elf, but he claimed he could increase our production tenfold. Typical elf. Too clever for his own good. All tricks and hasty maneuvers. But our clan depends on the quarry. It's our livelihood. If we can't determine what happened down there and fix it, the Tumnash clan is finished.
Yo creo que era esto mismo. Pero... Vale.
I do feel sorry for the chief. Everyone.
Habla con eso.
Time is precious.
No, vamos a hablar con... Digo, a hacer eso. Ok. Siempre miro por ahí, pues si hay libros y eso. Este papel. El supervisor. No lo leí, pero anyway. Pero que haga lo que haga. Están ahí abajo.
Shadows in the fog.
¿Quién habla? ¿Eso no es mío? ¿Cómo lo vamos a bajar? Joder.
What are you doing down here? Don't you know that Greystone Quarry is a disaster? What happened? The High Elf, that's what happened. Things were fine for a while. Rock flowed out of the quarry at a record pace. But then we broke into a cavity and the elf insisted on exploring it. That's when the fog began to roll out of the hole. It was fog, thick as stew it was. Chief Ramash and Huntwife Bulgar decided to enter the quarry and find out what happened to the elf and the workers. We went with them. Worst decision I ever made. We entered the fog, but we weren't alone in there. There were shadows, things in the fog. We were attacked. I saw the chief run out, covered in blood. Bulgar's still down there, looking for her daughter. Last we knew, she was with the elf. Find the hunt wife and her daughter, and kill as many of those things as you can.
Chavo el elfo.
But the elf, save the elf
Que no está
for
muerto.
me. Like I said, it was dark, foggy. Couldn't make out anything except shapes, shadows in the fog. Even though I couldn't see them clearly, I could hear them clanging around, skittering on sharp claws, and they moved fast, like lightning. We just entered the cavity when I noticed the strange pipes on the walls. If I had to guess, it was the steam coming out of those pipes that created the fog. Made it impossible for us to see, let alone fight. Those things had no trouble, though.
I thought you were one of those damn machines. You're just lucky I've got the reflexes of a snow bear, or your guts would be decorating the floor. Now, care to explain what you're doing down here? Is this another of my husband's half-hearted rescue attempts? Whatever. I guess I should be grateful. One of those metal spiders took a chunk out of my leg. Nothing too serious, but I can't fight worth a damn. So it's up to you to find my daughter. I don't, but I can hope, can I? Besides, I haven't seen her corpse, and she is her father's daughter. Then there's the elf. He knows what he's doing, and has more than a few tricks up his sleeve to deal with the machines. He's a clever bastard, I'll give him that. He knew there was a dwarven ruin down here, and used us to uncover it. We should have been more careful, but he had significantly increased our production. And you know Orsinium, they always want more stone. Shaban, she's a brave young woman. Took an immediate interest in the High Elf and his fancy ways. The elf didn't seem to mind. In fact, I think he liked having someone strong and beautiful at his side. You find one, and you'll find the other.
Bueno, la hija y después el elfo. Fácil.
Oh, thank Trinimac. You're not one of those dwarven dwemer things. But what are you doing down here? Did you come to help me escape from this damn quarry? Our quarry, sure. But the dwarves carved out this quarry centuries ago. It looks like they started down here and were working their way up. But don't ask me what they used the stone for. I don't want to think about that. He told me to stay here while he went to investigate the central structure. It was brave of him to go on his own. I wanted to help him, but I know my limitations. I was trained to deal with animals, not walking forges.
Vamos a buscarla ahora,
Amazing! You were actually able to navigate the Dwemer defenses? You must either be exceptionally strong or exceedingly lucky. Either way, so you've met them. I really do feel awful about what happened. I offered my help because I suspected that the ruins of Mizandine were down here, but I never expected such powerful defenses. This place is remarkable. Yes, but I was referring to the fog. It was a most curious thing. As soon as we unearthed the door to this place, a heavy fog set in and the Dwemer spiders swarmed us. I know how to handle dwarven constructs. The orcs, sadly, do not. These Dwemer systems are as sophisticated as they are ancient. I'm not sure we can disable the constructs now that they're fully operational, but we may be able to control them. All we need to...
Te la paso, te la presto, busca este, busca lo otro. Pero tenemos que buscar el centro de control de los enanos.
Our paths cross again. Thank the Eight. It's amazing how often good research leads to remarkable discoveries. Since we parted, I have come to the conclusion that this is an automated quarry. Like the Orc Pit above, only much more sophisticated. Isn't it though? That's what we in the business call a remarkably well-preserved orb of illumination. I believe this dwarven device may contain the key that allows us to bring Mizandine's defenses under our control. Think of the device as a gigantic combination lock. These emitters shine light upward towards the various lenses attached to the rings. If you rotate the lenses to a specific orientation, the device should unlock. Trial and error, like any other scientific endeavor. But be sure to keenly observe every rotation of the rings. That's the key to our success. We can manipulate the 3 kinetic resonators to adjust the lenses and rotate the rings. Follow me.
Por supuesto. Ok, copiar, resonante para seguir al... Ok. Vale. De allá. Ok. Desde aquí. No, que tengo que mover este para allá. No, este. Ahí está. No. Era ese, era este. Porque nada más que iniciarlo. Ok. Pero si muevo este, mueve esos dos. Y muevo este, muevo ese solo. sé por qué rayos los mueve todo. Te vuelve a caer ahí. Pero si le doy el este del medio. Saca. Ese así. Va a llegar allí. Ahora me movió ese. Says. sé ahora. Pero está muy lejos. No, yo creo que ahora.
Excellent! This should allow me to control the dwarven constructs. Fascinating. I never imagined the control mechanism would fit inside so small a space. It will take me some time to master this device. But with it, I'm sure I can suppress the outer defenses and return the quarry to a relatively safe state. Oh yes, it's perfectly safe to work the quarry again. And please give the orcs my deepest and most sincere apology regarding these unfortunate circumstances.
Si sale te van a matar, así que.
I have something I want to try first. Something that will help repay the orcs for my indiscretion. If I can make a few adjustments, I want to offer the constructs to the orcs. I'm sure they'll make excellent workers. I'll join you up above shortly.
As soon as our scouts sent word that people were emerging from the quarry, I hurried down to see what was happening. So, where's that damned elf and what did he do? Dwarves? That's the last thing I expected. From the stories I've heard, things involving ancient ruins and dwarves never turn out well. Then the elf survived? Perfect! That means I still get to wring his scrawny neck. Wait a moment. What's that sound? Troll dung, it's the constructs! The damn elf betrayed us! To arms, my clanmates! Let's show this mad elf what we think of his dwarven army.
Don't be alarmed. I bring a gift. These constructs can work your quarry and build a great city of
Básicamente los
Orsinium.
controla ahora.
Damn you, elf. I should kill you where you stand.
What did I say? Please, my friend, make her see reason.
Bueno.
He got half my workers killed, and now he insults us as well? The elf's blood price is steep, and he's going to pay it very slowly. Greystone Quarry belongs to Clan Tumnosh. It should be worked by Clan Tumnosh, not those metal monsters. As long as one Tumnosh lives, we'll extract stone from this quarry just the way Malakath intended. With orc sweat and orc muscle. We dishonor ourselves and our ancestors if we sat back and let machines do all the work for us. It figures that an elf would come up with such a disgraceful and dastardly plan.
Vamos para eso, dile.
Their worth is considerable, and we'd be able to keep our quotas as we build back up. You're right. Thank you for letting me see beyond my rage.
Supuesto. So, vamos a hablar con el jefe.
Ah, outsider. I confess I had my doubts, but my forge wife tells me you were as good as your word. Thank you for helping restore order to the Greystone Quarry. Oh, very well. You performed a vital service for my clan. The least I can do is go and listen to whatever fancy words Kurog wants to shout at us this time. I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
Vamos. Voy a ver la ropa que compra allá. De la pesada. Úsale esta para darle esa ropa. Era. Para allá abajo, pero esto está cerca como para esto.
I should have been at my husband's side. He'd still be alive, and I'd still be his hunt wife. Well, look upon my husband and weep, for his next journey is to the Ashen Forge. Perhaps a new chief will deal with Kurog's latest nonsense. Until then, leave us to our misery.
ayuda con el clan.
Rotten luck, Chief. Don't see many new faces at Chateau Range. Our only neighbors are surly giants. Speaking of which, Chief Ogzor had a nasty encounter with a giant's club a short while ago. Best keep your voice low. We don't know how much time he has left. Dying. No amount of healing magic can fix smashed brains. Soon as he goes, Chatul is in for dark times. The clan will tear itself apart without a good contender for chief. I want to prevent that. We know which giant smashed the chief. I want to return the favor. That'll show the clan I'm a good contender, which would help keep the clan together. Thing is, I'm no tracker. Care to help me find the bastard? I have a few words to say to Chief Ogzor's mother. I'll meet you where Urkael the Cleaver's tracks begin. Don't know why we call him that. He carries a club. I don't really know. Most giants are surly enough. Urkael the Cleaver, we've come to learn, is a mean drunk. Once, he tore off an Echater's crest and tossed it across the snow like he was skipping a stone. Heard they found it in Farin's stronghold. You're right. Only made it 100 paces before it slammed into a tree. Took half a day to saw that bloody crest out. We tried to reattach the thing, but the Echater wanted nothing to do with it. Most of Chatul's warriors died in the first Winterborn raids. Without a good contender for chief, neighbor will fight neighbor for a title they can't hope to hold. We can't afford that, after losing so much to the raiders. Truth is, everyone's afraid. The chief kept this clan together for 2 decades. A strong contender will quiet their nerves. Slaying the giant who killed Chief Ogzor? None will doubt my strength. You want me to quote the Code of Malekith? Go on about vengeance and grudges? I've had my fill of that. Something I learned around all these Echater. The ones who bray the loudest never lead the pack. Someone whose actions speak loudest. Someone like Chief Ogzor. Yes, I want to be chief. I spent 2 decades watching this clan prosper under his guidance. I'm not relaxed. I just wasn't willing to kill my best friend for his clan. Contenders for chief fight it out in the Bloody Knoll. It's our shrine to Malekith, up on the hill. He who emerges as chief. Simple as that. Well, of course, that's how it's always been. Never thought about it any other way. I suppose it's possible. Still, I wouldn't wish that on any woman. She'd face constant challenge. Whispers behind her back, bitter sulking, the petty disrespects you expect from children, but all from grown orcs who should know better. We travel where the Echater travel. Can't say it'd be good if the chief was stuck here defending him, herself, I mean. I wouldn't want to put my clan through that, but that's me.
Okay. So, vamos a eliminar el antes.
All right, let's find Urkael the Cleaver.
Right. Hay mucho, pero no sé si es... Ah, mira las pistas aquí. Alright.
Yazara? Yazara! Guess she's out. Listen, we both know you're the one who avenged the chief. Happy I could land a few good smacks. I'll tell Yazara when she's back. You deserve the credit. That's up to the clan. I'm only doing it because Shatul needs a chief. Can't say I enjoy staking a claim while my friend is dying in that tent. I'm not so sure I want to be chief again.
Yeah.
Small clan. Our stronghold let Shatul camp there in the summers, in return for choicest pick of a chater. Chief Ogzor wanted to strengthen the bond by marrying away his daughter. Ashruka was to be my hunt wife, but that didn't happen. Ashruka refused to be traded like the choicest pick of a chater. She chose exile rather than marry me. A month later, raiders from the Reach wiped out my whole clan. Chief Ogzor took me in. Don't really know. Shatul tries not to talk about its exiles. Chief Ogzor forbade anyone from speaking of her. I think he blamed himself for pushing her away. After her mother died, Ashruka and her father were always at odds. It was inevitable. No, I've always respected how Ashruka held her ground, and I wasn't too keen on the match. I'd known her since she was a child, so going from Uncle Lorig to husband, we call that a Valenwood marriage. But don't let a wood orc hear you say it. Never. Chief Ogzor knew I'd consider that a dishonor after what he'd done for me, and Shatul needed my muscle. It wasn't charity, if that's what you're thinking. Chief Ogzor's mother, Shatul's wise woman, though she hates it when we call her that. It falls to her to select the candidates for chief, and she's right over there. Yazara, look! I cut this off her Kale the Cleaver. My friend here struck the killing blow.
Impressive, Lorig. Why don't you show the others?
Sound advice, as always.
Come closer. We should speak. You avenged my son. I will not forget what you did for Shatul today, nor will the clan. If you are willing, I have need of someone so capable. If Shatul is to survive, there must be a new chief. Lorig is one contender. The other is Ulgesh. I want you to meet him. Ulgesh returned from Orsinium shortly after my son's injury. He declared himself a contender, but I'm not sure why. The boy never had brains or ambition. Serving in the Orsinium Guard was my son's suggestion. Shatul needs a chief who looks out for the clan before himself. We have no walls to hide behind, only our wits and our skill herding a chater. If Ulgesh has neither, I need to know. I sent him after Scamper, our laziest at chater. Ulgesh can explain the task. He's never been talkative, but see what you can learn as you aid each other. I'll want to speak with you when you return.
Que vamos a buscar la S.
Who are you?
Jon Snow.
I don't need your help.
Está bien, me iré, ya se ha insistido.
Alright, let's finish this so I can get back to the clan. Yazara asked for a snow truffle. This lazy beast can sniff it out. But it's a two-person job. I can't keep Scamper and hunt for a snow truffle. No clue. A potion, maybe? You scout ahead, find a truffle patch. Give a whistle. I'll send. Scamper will sniff the patch. If there's a snow truffle, he'll dig it up. You grab it and bring it to Yazara. Got it? Scamper is fast asleep. Give him a good kick to wake him. Near boulders or trees. Lots of them between here and Shatul. It's why they camp here in the winter. I lived in Orsinium for years. Sometimes I forget Shatul is home. Just find the snow truffle. It's cold out here.
Y con esa armadura a mano. Ah.
Use your nose, Scamper.
Llega hasta acá, tengo que llevar hasta allá.
Damn. No snow truffle. Nothing in this patch.
Encontré, ¿verdad?
I think you found one. I think you found one. Scamper earned some sleep. Let's get back to Shatul. Get that snow truffle to Yazara. And I think he found one.
Did you find Olgesh? Did you find Olgesh? Good. Give it here. Olgesh passed my test. Scamper has always required 2 people to wrangle. For Olgesh to send you back with the snow truffle tells me he learned to master his temper. Lorig and Olgesh are the only clear contenders for Chief. They must enter the Bloody Knoll and duel beneath the stern gaze of Malakath. The one who emerges shall be the new Chief of Shatul. I have not forgotten what you did for us. On behalf of Shatul, I name you Bloodkin. You shall always have a place among us. I already sent Lorig to the Bloody Knoll. Could you inform Olgesh he is to fight? I would do so, but I must attend to my son. Olgesh should be at his tent. And thank you for the snow truffle, Bloodkin. Sometimes the smallest favors are hardest to repay. It was my son's favorite food. His hearthwife. She has dozens of recipes. He loved them all. He won't be able to taste it. His mind, you see, there's nothing left of him. But I'll mix it into the poison so he enjoys it one last time. The poison I shall feed the husk that remains of his body.
Eso es horrible.
Yes. Yes, it is. Shatul must survive. Before a new chief is chosen, the old chief must die. By the time Lorig and Olgesh reach the Bloody Knoll, the poison will finish its work. Malakath will take no offense. I doubt that. An orc of Shatul would truly understand. You are neither. Yet you are bloodkin to our clan, and your words give me the strength to do what must be done. Shatul must survive.
Over here. We need to talk.
Ah, que no tiene armadura.
You look
Sí, una
different from inside Olgesh's helmet. Ushruka, exiled daughter of Chief Ogzor. Soon,
por eso
new
tienes-
chief of Shatul. A merchant friend keeps me informed of Shatul. When she brought word of my father's injuries, I had to return and contend for chief. Shatul must survive. As an exile, I'm not allowed to enter Shatul. But Ulgesh is no exile. I traded him a new set of armor for his old, then returned to my clan. My own grandmother couldn't tell the difference. The real Ulgesh has a squeak in his voice. One day, he paid Morkel's forge wife to make him sound like an ogre. He always wore the helmet everywhere he went. It still smells like sweaty breeches and onions. I cleaned it 3 times. Nothing worked. Have you been to Orsinium? The king hammers away at traditions which keep orcs locked in squalid strongholds. He tempers us, forges us into something new, something better. I will become chief of Shatul, and in a decade, it will become tradition. Some won't. They may challenge me, and I'll have to kill them. But when any other clan clucks about the Code of Malakath, Shatul will band together as we always do. We'll triple their rate on a charter, a built-in blood price for the disrespect. I think we'll get rich off the Malakath zealots. That will make the king happy. And if he asks me to be his chief wife, I'll decline. But I'll offer him the chance to be my king husband.
Yeah.
Lorig is a fine warrior, better than my father. But that's the problem. He never challenged my father. He's like an Achater bull that refuses to mate no matter how much ginger pulp you feed him. I haven't thought about that in years. He was always Uncle Lorig to me. Taught me how to play chop. Always called me Little One, even when I was nearly his height. I looked up to him. Then Father insisted I become his hunt wife. Lorig's heart was never in the match, but refusing would have led to a feud. Father was insufferable. A chief's daughter must bear the clan's burdens. But children are a burden I don't ever plan to bear. Not for the clan. Now I head to the Bloody Knoll. There I will kill Lorig and become chief of Shatul. For this to work, my grandmother must know my intentions. Inform her, and I swear upon my mother's memory, I will repay the favor when I am chief. Gladly. Ushruka, exiled. You look
okay.
Ushruka, a merchant friend, keeps me informed of Shatul. As an the real Olgesh has a squeak in his voice. Have you been? Some won't. I think we'll get rich off the map. Now I had gladly tell her the truth. I don't care if she approves. She will need to prepare the clan for my success. If Malakath disapproves, he can strike me down in the Bloody Knoll. But Shatul must survive. Go. There's little time.
My son, Chief Ogzor is dead. Lorig waits at the Bloody Knoll. Is Olgesh on his way?
What?
Ushruka was exiled from Shatul. I would never allow her to contend for chief. That foolish girl. We're a traditional clan. Shatul will never accept an exiled woman as chief.
Eh...
Had she become Lorig's huntwife as my son wanted, Shatul would have stayed for the wedding. We would have been there when the Reach attacked Lorig's clan. Her selfishness led to their destruction. Take this ritual blade. It is flawed at its core, just like Lorig and Ushruka. Replace the blade of the weakest contender. Fair. I just watched my son die. None of this is fair. The flawed blade is a test. A weak contender who survives despite this setback deserves to become chief of Shatul. When the blade fails, the weakest contender will most assuredly die. If she go, there is little time. Malakath favor the victor.
Man. Acá por el otro lado puedo.
Ashruka? You have to go. If Ulgesh sees you, he'll kill you.
Ulgesh is in Orsinium. He sold me his armor before I came to Shatul.
No. What have you done?
Shatul must survive. Don't hold back, Lorig.
Malakath favor the victor.
Vamos a ver si lo hice bien.
Goodbye, Uncle Lorig.
You've returned. Who is the new chief of Shatul? I see. I convinced our clan that Ashruka's victory would test our faith in Malakath's favor. They'll accept her. For now. If she allows it, I shall advise her. She'll need all the help she can get.
This is not
Esta.
justice.
You alone emerged from the bloody knoll. Did you pray to Malakath for your victory?
I needed no prayers, only my strength.
Then go forth, my chief, and receive your clan. Shatul, I present your new chief.
Know this, my clan. A new era begins today. The era of the Orc. At King Kurog's side, we shall lead Tamriel to greatness.
Dale un rato sin el casco. ¿Cuál es esta misión para después hacerla?
So now we have a new chief. Everyone is ready to forget Chief Ogzor, to ignore his murder. Urkael the Cleaver robbed me of my husband's mind, but Glogosh is to blame. She secretly worships Boethia, the Daedric Prince of Murder. Her prayers brought about Chief Ogzor's death. I haven't found the proof. I am no longer Hearthwife of Shatul. My husband's life was stolen from me by his hunt wife, my own clan sister. I want justice. Try the Giants' camp where Chief Ogzor fell, or Lugbag. Ask what he heard the night before the attack. And search Glogosh's tent. Confront her with anything you find. I want to know what she has to say for herself. Shatul travels with the Achater. We have no prisons, just the Code of Malakath. If you wrong another in the clan, you have two choices. Pay in gold, or pay in blood. I don't know. Poison, ritual sacrifice, time when she slipped away from the clan. Anything that connects her to Boethia.
¿Eh? Pero lo hacemos después. Espérate, falta lo de reclutar.
I know the cheers won't last. I'll need to guard against challengers from all sides, to be twice the chief my father was. But for now, this feels good. This feels right. Of course you do. I don't know if I can attend the moot myself. I should stay here until the clan gets used to the idea of me as chief. But you can tell the king that Shatul supports him absolutely.
Ok, ya nos falta uno. La misión la dejo para después. Pues allá abajo. Así que vamos allá. Ella trae... muy abajo. Allí.
she'll get herself killed.
Que tengo que después venir a hablar con esa, así que... Las misiones esas diarias aquí podemos hacerlas también.
I know you. You're one of those outsiders that Kurog brought to our land. I heard you've done some amazing feats, but I'd rather you didn't linger in my stronghold. Sorry, but I have problems of my own right now. As long as my forge wife is miserable, I can't deal with anything else. I wonder, does King Kurog have a solution for volatile family disputes? I'd definitely listen to him speak on that topic. If you're brave enough, talk to Lasgal and do whatever she asks. If you can finally get her to stop yelling at me, I'll go and listen to whatever Kurog wants to say.
Ok, vamos a ayudar a esa del clan.
Never have them! The king insisted on a Morkel daughter for his forge wife. But then he decided to pass over my eldest. Now Ashika wants to prove him a fool for marrying her little sister. Malekith alone knows why Ashika ran off. Wounded pride sent her to Morkel descent, no doubt. Idiot! The girl will end up as Ogre Dun or a spider hatchery. Running off to Morkel descent is why Ashika's still unwed! Finding glory in old relics instead of at the king's side? He'd have chosen her if she wasn't so headstrong. Ugh. Go on, ask.
¿Qué sabes sobre decisión? No, me estás preguntando. Información. Aproveché que tengo, a ver qué tengo aquí para... Una para el final, ahí lo de investigar. Ah, la que ya la. Okay. Copiela ya. Antes de ir, voy a buscar el café. Ah, aquí. Yo vuelvo ahora. Be right back. no hay café. Eso pasa. Esta otra misión secundaria.
This land!
Imagino que es para una misión o algo, no sé. ¿Qué escoge? Porque la acabo de ver y después la...
I have no idea what direction I should go. I serve aboard Matir's Fortune, or at least I did before we wrecked upon the ice. We were bringing the ambassador to Wrothgar when a horrendous storm blew up, sent the fleet off course and crashed us into the frozen shore. They sent me to find help, but I'm practically useless when it comes to navigating on dry land. Look, go talk to Lord Ethian at our camp. The survivors gathered there, but his wife, the ambassador, is still missing. He's worried sick about her. I'm glad I ran into you. Maybe you're just the bit of good luck we need to salvage something from this terrible situation. The camp is near the shore. You can still see what's left of our fleet from that location. Not much to tell. Our fleet was comprised of a half-dozen vessels from Daggerfall, tasked with getting High King Emmerich's ambassador to a trade meeting in Orsinium. The fleet is wrecked, the ambassador's missing, and Lord Ethian is lost without her. I couldn't say. I was working below deck when the storm hit. But it was a powerful storm, full of wind and snow. It carried us off course and rammed us right into the frozen coastline. Lady Sovel, she's a remarkable woman. High King Emmerich thinks the world of her. Always sends her on the most important diplomatic missions of the realm. The last I saw her, she was helping survivors get off one of the sinking ships. Lord Ethian is the ambassador's husband. In fact, his father owns most of the ships in our fleet, provided them for the mission he did. Between us, his lordship is kind of a nervous cub, frightened of his own shadow. He's lost without Lady Sovel.
¿Cómo lo hacemos? Y acá. Ese juego. Cambia esa habilidad. Vamos a ver esta.
Who are you? It doesn't matter, the hand of Morkel is... Who are you? It doesn't matter, the hand of Morkel is mine. Once I find it, which is harder than I thought. That's why you're here, isn't it? She... what? Why? My what? Does she even listen to me? She never listens. Honor of the clan, I say. You'll find someone soon, she says. All right. She sent you here to help? Good. Help me find Morkelden. The long-lost home of Morkel clan. The old poems say it was buried in ice and stone-marked thrice. See the statues? Morkel's stonework and very old. Morkelden has to be nearby, but well, maybe you can find the way in. The old poems of Morkelden's founding mention a heroic trio who rebuffed Winter's grasp and found haven beneath. Maybe they saved the clan from a tunnel collapse. Oh, there's some writing at the base of the statues. Couldn't make sense of it. Buried in ice and stone-marked thrice. The statues must reveal the way inside. I think there's an order to lighting the braziers, but I can't get it to work.
Más o menos la estatua. El le di el garete, no sé qué le di, pero anyway. Tiene que hacerle un orden. Poco. Que con actitud desafiante la muerte no llegaría a su enemigo, que cada uno decía algo. Tengo que leer eso. Hubieran habido...
These statues must lead the way to Morkelden.
Okay. Ahora... ¿Esto está por acá? Acá.
The wall shifted. Sealed away, but hidden in plain sight.
Me dice que van a vivir, ¿no?
That's it! The Hand of Morkel. It's in some sort of... What is that, a display? It's nestled in there tight. Of course we can't just take it. hand of Morkel is held in something called the... I think it said Heart Forge? Also, endless breath and untold rage lets purest heart release the hand. We need to rekindle the forge. Endless breath has to mean bellows, and untold rage is... a furnace? Strange way to say it. I'm missing something. Can you look around for a bellows and some kind of blast furnace? Morkel clan prefers simple solutions that last. Look for switches or some kind of mechanism. We'll see what happens when you set things in motion. Oh, and stay alert. My ancestors wouldn't leave this place completely unguarded.
Me imaginé. Que volverla a encender, ¿no? Ah, por aquí. Espérate.
Now for purest heart. The clan word for heart also means blood. Purest blood. Morgul blood? My father is Morgul's chief. My blood must work. Just a quick slash of the knife. Look, it's opening. Like a hand. Opening. Oh no.
¿Qué pasa ahora?
The hand of Morgul isn't our forge hammer. It's the cage around it. And if my clan's old word for heart also means blood, then this wasn't our heart forge. It was our... My mother says we're the best smiths in Wrothgar because we put heart in the steel. Whose heart? Whose blood? Morgul clan hasn't had enemies since the days of Morgulden. Did we feed our rivals to that thing? You're right. The old poems aren't about honor we lost when we left Morgulden. It's honor gained for burying our greatest shame beneath a mountain of ice. And a warning to stay away from the hand of Morgul, which... well, we couldn't have known. Not without blood magic. But I can't just leave it here. It's our heritage. I'll bring it back to the stronghold, but what then? What do I tell my clan?
Vamos a darle primero.
You're right. You forge a better blade by studying your past mistakes. I can't keep this from my clan. Perhaps there's a better way to use this place. An honorable way. Morgulden doesn't require the blood of our enemies. That's just how it was misused. Maybe the blood of frostbite spiders is enough. Blood, ichor, whatever. I heard a rumbling when you rekindled the forge. Maybe another way out. Anything to avoid those ogres. Look, a door hidden by the ice. Is that sunlight?
¿Qué sabremos ahora?
This is close to Orsinium. Useful if we ever need to return to the blood, the Heart Forge. Meet me at Morgul's stronghold?
Ok. Vamos a elegir esta misión, otra... La que está por ahí, porque después no lo veo. Y que no está allá arriba. ¿Puedo subir?
Where is he? There's late, and then... Did you happen to see a tattooed Breton on your way here? Stupid hat, droopy mustache, carries a mage staff he doesn't know how to use. Answers to... I hired an assistant to retrieve some ingredients from the wilderness, but he's late. Very late. I won't let his absence ruin my chances to restore the good name of Orc cuisine. The King's Hearthwife is holding a competition to celebrate Orc culture. Without my assistant, I can't finish my classic Orc recipes. Unless you'd care to make some coin. If you're interested, I can get you a list of ingredients. I'll need some raspberries and a skin of ice stream water. There should be some nearby, but watch for the wildlife.
Luego la hacemos. Vamos a ir allá. Desde aquí.
stand by my side as I address the clan.
Ahí está.
Is that your ally, Ashaka?
Aquí.
Quiet! Ashaka speaks on a matter concerning the clan.
Morkel clan, our search is over. Today, we are whole once more. No longer shall we live in our ancestors' shadow. There is power in our blood, and at last, we reclaim it. Behold, the hand of Morkel! And beneath the mountains, the great forge of Morkelden is rekindled! It is a new era for Morkel. A new era for orcs.
Prepare yourselves, my clan. Soon we march to Orsinium. We shall build it anew.
The news of the Blood Forge brings strife, but I will not allow us to look away. It is not in our nature. Now, I name you Bloodkin to Morkel clan. Last thing I'll do before heading to Orsinium. The king needs a clan who can work its great forge. And it will keep our clan away from Morkelden until I find a better way to use the Blood Forge.
Ok, completamos eso y vamos a hablar con él. Ah.
Kurog's outsider. I'm not sure what you did exactly, but you somehow restored peace to my family, and thereby helped my clan. You have my thanks. Sure, why not? I'll go to this moot and listen to what Kurog has to say. It's the least I can do after you helped us with our family problem. Perhaps I'll see you in Orsinium, outsider.
Ok. Ya tenemos ese. So... Eso lo voy a dejar para el otro live, pero voy a coger este quest que está por aquí de estos diarios. Está adentro.
You're looking for work, yeah? Good. We can use you. Folks around here have all kinds of problems that a good sellsword can solve. These contracts are piling up and my crew is booked solid. So what do you say? Want to get your hands dirty? Got a strange one for you. It says here that our client is looking for high-quality werewolf pelts. From Argent Mine, no less. Word round the campfire is you've been there a few times. I figure you're right for the job. The client wants you to kill the pack leader, too. Magnar Baby Kicker, or some such. I figure one hides as good as another, but who knows? Not really my business. You can talk to her before you leave if you want. The Wood Elf, just over there. Never skinned a werewolf myself. Sounds like more trouble than it's worth. Unfortunately, that Meninia's sharp as a Morkel blade. I doubt we can fool her with old ragged wolf pelts.
Ok. Se lo dejo. Esas misiones que encontré ahora, pues las dejo para después.
So you're Guruzug's hatchet hand. Excellent. You seem like the dangerous sort. I expect you'll have no trouble with a few stray werewolves and their flea-bitten leader. I do. He's called Magnar. From what I hear, he's as mangy as they come, so his skin's worthless. Well, mostly worthless. Someone might want it as a specialty item. To hang on the wall and tell stories about, you know? But it's not worth the trouble. Yeah, war stories, you know? Tall tales. People love hanging dead things on walls and talking about them. Ifre's bones! You can't walk 5 paces in Grantwood without hearing about someone's prized boarhead. These orcs are just as bad. Just look around. Have you ever seen so many severed heads in one place? It's enough to make an executioner blush. But like I always say, one mer's obsession is another mer's gain. If they want a filthy old werewolf pelt, I'll see that they get it. To sell them, of course. Alchemists and armorsmiths pay out the ears for genuine werewolf leather. And then there are the nutcrackers that sew them into costumes and such. You've not heard of these way-rest dandies and their dress-up parties? Ah, it's a hoot! Big sweaty Bretons squeezing into deerskins, Redguards prancing around wearing old bearskin rugs. It's hilarious! Sure do. And more importantly, they pay top coin to do it. I don't judge. We've all got hobbies. As far as I'm concerned, people can dress up like Molag Bal himself if they're willing to pay me this much to make it happen. I do. He's called Magnar. From what I hear, he's as mangy as they come, so his skin's worthless. Well, mostly worthless. Someone might want it as a specialty item. To hang on the...
Anyway, se lo dejo para después. Tengo un par de cositas para hacer. En esta área. Voy a recoger eso. Vale, con ese. Y esta la de la diaria que se la podemos hacer después. Aquí atrás está esa. A ver si la puedo coger. Antes de irme. María, en serio. Anyway. Bueno, a ver, déjame decir lo del caballo. Dice... no recuerdo.
Horses.
Y después hacemos esa misión. Habilidad. 30. Este es 27. Ponerle por el... Este es con... ok. Anyway. So, nada, mi gente, voy a dejar el live hasta aquí. Así que pendiente en la noche, voy a estar grabando videos de Dragon 2 Mac. Así que no, todavía no quiero hacer como que el live. Aunque puede que me tire una prueba después a ver cómo corre. So, pendiente aquí al canal de YouTube. Voy a tirar un live después, pero bien tarde en la noche del Discord. Yo diría como eso de las 9 o 10. Así que pendiente al canal. Voy a estar haciendo live así random realmente. Tenía ganas de jugar el Discord, así que y aunque voy a seguir haciendo videos de Dragon 2 más, como que no quiero meterle tanto a la vez, pues por el mal performance que le está dando. Me lo quiero disfrutar mejor cuando el combate se sienta más fluido, porque realmente los frames es una chavienda. Le tuve que quitar el ray tracing con todo y eso, pues casi se siente igual, pero había en algunos lugares pues se sentía un poco mejor fuera de la ciudad. Pero nada, pendiente aquí el canal de YouTube. Voy a estar puede que en la noche me tire eso. Estaré verificando a ver cómo corre Dragon 2 más antes de tirarme un video antes de hacer un video, pues para ver cómo corre. Si yo veo que corre bien, pues mañana, luego de que suban los videos, si mañana tengo un tiempo en la tarde o en la semana, estaré tirándome un live, ¿verdad?, de Dragon 2. Así que nada, mi gente, gracias a todos y nos vemos hasta la próxima.